Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's edition of the Gamma Hugbox, the long-awaited return. I am one of your hosts, Sam Whitfield, broadcasting live here from South Florida, and I am joined by Scorpio, in the heart of Texas, and Apex Gamma in an undisclosed location in Gamataria, I guess. How are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Good evening.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back, guys.
Scorps,
Yeah,
I'm so glad to see that you are not a popsicle, my friend. How have you survived the last couple weeks?
It was rough for a little bit. We're definitely not used to that type of weather down here. It's great now. It's like 80 degrees now.
Oh, nice.
But that was the weird thing. It was that, what was it? The polar vortex, whatever that thing was.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 80 right before that came. And then our lowest, we got to 19 degrees down here in South Texas. And right after it was gone, we're right back to 80. So it's
what was that? Like a 2-week or a 1-week interval, or what? 14 days, something like that, between those temperatures.
It was like a week, maybe a week and a half. It did.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. It's pretty wild swings, man.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of, but it's historical. You know what I mean? It's the kind of shit that happens, a couple times in a lifetime in some places. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was growing up in Texas, not quite as far south Texas as you, but pretty close. 2 hours north. And we saw 2 snowstorms in one winter, which was a historical event at the time. I was like 12. The shit barely touched the ground, but it still snowed. You know what I mean? At least where I was. So yeah, but a lot of people suffered down there. That's for sure. Do you guys keep power the whole time, or did you lose it? Was it interval? On and off?
Yeah, no, we had electricity. Excuse me. We had our power and everything. There was a couple of burst pipes that I've had to work on. Kind of threw me off on my schedule and some other things. But there were some pipes that needed to be repaired. My 3 agaves, they're like 7 feet tall, and all 3 of them died. So yeah, the agave sisters are dead, man. So
oh shit, that sucks, man. Well, again, I was worried about you. My sister's down there too, and I had to check on her pretty frequently, but she's not unfamiliar with that kind of weather. She's just not used to it down there, so. But Sammy, how you doing out there in the Wild West?
I am
I guess east, but
I am doing well here down in South Florida. Everything is pretty much our governor is making national news, taking on the president, telling him to go health. That's kind of where Florida's been at in lately. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. Excited to have the Hugbox back. And the internet's been crazy this week, hasn't it, boys?
Been a crazy few weeks, I would say. Yeah. And also thank you for everyone who's listening. Thank you all for joining us. And thanks for waiting us out.
You're just on
we
your
thought we did our last
behavior
one
tonight, aren't you, Apex? What's going on here, man?
Hey, I'm just trying to be professional, Yes, best behavior. That's good. We'll go with that. I'm on my best behavior. I'm a good boy.
Apex just doesn't want Bruce City clipping.
Oh, she can clip all she wants. She's good at that shit, man. Yeah. I'm good with that. But anyway, so we got a few things lined up for you guys. I don't know how you want to do it. If you want to just hop right into the first one, somebody want to set it up? How do you want to do that?
Well,
it's not gonna take a lot of setup because everybody's been talking about it.
Yeah.
Sure. There may be noobs in the audience, but yeah. Okay. So
I do want to briefly explain real quick for the we've had some new subscribers. Whitfield report last couple. So I would like to explain newcomer. Gamma Hugbox, like the Whitfield report, not necessarily a political show or even a popular culture, more like a sub culture.
Yeah, it's actually mostly none of those things. But sorry.
Where we
Go ahead.
where we dive into, I guess, lolcow, make fun of the internet, baby.
Yeah, we just we find we laugh at people. Some really prominent, and some not so prominent, as we're going to see this evening, and hopefully they will be more prominent thereafter. But either way, yeah, we just like to laugh at people, people that deserve to be laughed at. So, yeah, Scorps, you want to set up? Well, yeah, never mind. We don't need to set up.
Yeah. So our top story tonight is the one that everybody's been talking about, and it's a lolcow that, of course, we've all been following for quite some time. It's connected to Mr. Owen Benjamin, and he wound up this week having she's dubbed the stalker. This woman, Cat Catania, Cat, what's her name? Cat I am goddess and something or other.
Queen Bear. Queen Bee Bear.
Queen Bee Bear. There you go. Goddess and Queen Bee Bear. So this woman is from Washington. She's from just north of Gig Harbor, where what's his name just left from.
Right.
And she followed Owen all the way to Idaho because I don't know if this has been verified yet, but I think she mentions it in one of these videos. It might be the one we're going to watch. That she sent Owen money. And everybody is assuming that it's the $400, the Bertaria down payment, the deposit, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But undoubtedly, she sent him some money because she talks about it. She sent him money and gifts and letters. She mentions it over and over and over. But this woman went down to Sandpoint, Idaho, and she's stranded there for all intents and purposes. She's living out of her car. And it's much colder in Idaho, much more sustained cold in Idaho than it was here in South Texas. So she's freezing her toes off, as she said. She was getting frostbite on her big toe. So now the question is she gonna? Well, she met up with Owen. I was gonna say, the question is she gonna make it to Bertaria? Is she gonna make it to Owen's land? But she ran into him at the post office. She was waiting for him at the post office on at least 2 occasions, and Owen fled from her. He was scared of a 100-pound woman, as she puts it.
90-pound, 69-year-old, 100-pound woman. All right, yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of questions about. I mean, how insane is this woman, and how much is this based on promises made by Owen and money sent by her? Because I thought the same thing. The whole. Yeah, she obviously has reasons to drive out there, other than maybe. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and play this and share my screen here in just 2 seconds. I'm gonna be muted, so if you guys need me to stop, just let me know.
I suppose. Oh.
Man, I'm not playing it yet. If you got something to say, go ahead.
I guess kind of at the outset. There have been a couple questions. Obviously, I don't want to go over these, but just questions have been. How much of this Owen responsible for versus crazy lady?
Well, wait, time out, because this lines up with what we've been saying, and everyone in our community, our close-knit commentators on this man have been saying was going to happen for literal years. So don't give me that. Don't give me that shit.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm not necessarily saying. I'm just asking. I'm just whatever. That's kind of.
Yeah, I think there's validity for sure. This woman's insane, and we're gonna see that. But it's
Yeah, there's something off about her for sure.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna mute.
We're queued up.
Cat here and Caddy. I'd show you around my room here if I had more light. It's about 5:45 and I can't sleep. I'm cold and it's cramped in here. And on top of that, I get cramps really bad. I'm not in the best of, I'm in good health in most ways because I've been detoxing and fasting for like 4 years now. I mean, I've always eaten well and detoxed along the way, but I started on a path to really cleanse my body of a lot of things.
I don't know if the audience can hear this.
Still something I need. Owen is not addressing, so that tells.
All right, what happened? Did you? I don't think they can hear the.
Yeah, it appears the audience can't hear me.
Yeah, they can't hear the video.
Oh wait,
couldn't hear
Sam,
either.
you can click on the stream and turn the volume up. You gotta like click on the actual window. You can turn that volume up.
All right. Hold up here. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
All right. So should I start it over? We're only a minute in.
She hasn't really been saying much of anything.
No, she's sitting in the dark in the back of her car, cold as fuck, basically.
Yeah. You haven't missed anything yet, folks.
Right. So let's see how this works.
Tells me he doesn't know what's going on. He really doesn't know. I thought he was an awakening Vedras, and he probably is. He just isn't there yet. People don't even know what that is. I'm sorry, my voice is so rough and everything. I'm just haven't even had any water or anything. I haven't been eating very well, so I'm almost down to 100 pounds. It's not very easy to live on the road for anybody, let alone a woman, let alone a 69-year-old woman. I'd like to know who would have the fucking courage to do what I've done. Probably not even a 50-year-old or a 40-year-old or a 30-year-old. Owen couldn't do it. Owen could not do what I'm doing. I have way more fucking courage. And I ain't afraid to say that because I know it's true. Here's an example of something I did just to show my daughter how fearless I am. I walked across 4 lanes of moving traffic and didn't get touched. Do that. Just do that alone, let alone take a trip, a 9-10 hour trip, however long it was. Look at this, that light coming up. Isn't that nice? I'm by a park. Day or fucking whatever.
All right, go ahead and pause it, Apex.
Inns. Fucking Hindu.
I think that's enough of that for now. So as the audience could see, there's definitely something off about this woman mentally.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't diagnose her, but I just from the experiences I've had with other people, with family members and other odd crazies that I've run into in my life, she seems schizophrenic to me. Just the she's at least delusional.
Yeah.
She has a lot of.
I don't know. I mean, schizophrenic. Maybe she may be somewhat, but she seems like she's got like the classic boomer hippie delirium. Like she's not unlike many women that I've met, and I think what we're really seeing here is like I don't know, because again, some top feed I think pointed out in the chat that every video she's posted is she's fucking crazy. She's obviously loony.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's not done anything like drive several states and leave her living creatures behind and put herself up for death before that we know of. You know, like, put herself at the altar of Owen Benjamin or any other person for that matter. So I think that she may be mentally unstable. She may be certifiable in some regard, and I mean, clearly she's got some mental illness or some personality deficiency, deficiencies of the brain of some kind. But again, I think the key here is why does she think this way, and why has she gone this far? And I think it's clear from what most everyone in the chat already knows that she's she's been led on. She led to believe certain things by our very own Big Bear.
And what is his? Let's talk about this. What is his responsibility in this matter? Because I think, and this is what's controversial with a lot of people. Also, I think that he does owe this woman something, at least common decency to address her like an adult. Let's just start there before we get into any monetary remuneration.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was gonna be facetious and say, I mean, no, he has no responsibility to her or anybody else because of blah blah blah, because legal, quote unquote. But the human being in anybody would say, of course, if she's that fucking crazy, and it depends, I guess, on how. No, I don't. I mean, it depends, I guess, on how aware he is of her real time situation. But I think I would have to do something. I don't know what that would be in his situation, because I don't know all of the facts. I know we all know the same things about this stuff, but how? Go ahead.
In my opinion, one thing I want to bring up too is, this is kind of what happens. Owen has gone so far off the reservation, as far as just finding like as far as like going after the most, insane type of topics, to present on his show / stream. This is the type of audience that he has now, where like a lot of them, I don't want to say all of them, but a lot of them, have issues like this. Whereas, if he were a little less crazy himself, he wouldn't attract as much of a crazy audience, if that makes sense. That's just my take.
There's definitely been a fair share of crazies in that audience. What's the other one that reminds me of the one that Alan had issues with? What was his name? Heterodoxy Bear. That one. Closter. What was it? Alexander Closter? I think was his real name.
Yeah.
That guy was. He threatened. I think that was the same one that threatened to kill Ty Richards' children, something like that.
Yeah.
So this has been his audience for quite some time.
Yeah,
but we're gonna get more into that, because that's gonna tie into our world premiere lolcow here in a second. It's a part of Owen's audience, but let's wrap up this first crazy woman we have.
Yeah.
All right. So she's still sitting in the back seat. Do we only have this one video, or are we just gonna hit play again, or? Oh.
Well, that's all we have.
Yeah.
As far as links go, I think it gets better. Let me see.
I know it does get better at some point, and I expect
around the halfway point.
All right,
it starts to where she starts to go in on Owen harder.
All right, keep talking for a second. Okay.
Yeah, let's see who we get. Yeah, that's what Alan's saying. It was Alex Closter. And he's bringing up Slattery. That was another nutty, another nutty bear he had there.
Okay, all right, here we go. It was actually not much further than we were. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna start my streamy thing here again.
All right, we're ready.
Why would I get so many views if this was not real? If my struggle wasn't real, and if your bullshit wasn't real? I want you to stop saying some of the things you're saying. I told you that in the letters, that you're going to have a lot of retracting to do if you're so honest. I believed in you. I still do. But you are too dumbed down to even recognize it, as you make fun of everybody else that's so dumbed down. And all you can talk about is dicks and penises and fucking assholes. Come on. Focusing on faggots when there's real shit happening in the world, and you want to still be Mr. Entertainer, Mr. Popularity, still Mr. Hollywood? Please stop it. I know you're going to be listening to these videos. Why would everybody else and not you? You scaredy cat. I'm calling you a coward. Yeah, I'm calling you a coward. And I don't usually call people names, but you're showing so much cowardice, I can't help myself. I need to get your fucking attention somehow to prevent what's going to happen. You know I'm psychic. I have abilities that you're not aware of. If you would read those Ringing Cedars books I sent you and return my picture too. That is pretty fucking rude that you won't acknowledge me. And now I'm asking to send my picture back to me that was taped in the book of Anastasia that I sent you from my collection that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day, that I've read like 3 times already. Maybe you want to read them and find out some stuff too. That's self-published, not through any system. For him too, he wants to find out now. He's watching me go through this. People don't even know what the fuck that means. So there's the ones that should shut up and go away and let the ones listen to me who want to hear, who are spiritual enough to get some of this stuff. You don't even have to be necessarily all that intelligent, but the higher your consciousness is, the more you'd understand me. So why are you so afraid of me, Owen, if you don't have something to hide? This person can't even listen to your streams and other people too because of your vulgarity. You keep saying, oh, I want to make it for women and children. Then you go on and talk about just buttholes and stupid shit like that. I can understand being...
All right, I think that's enough.
I'm not even going to go there.
Let's not go there any longer.
The thing of it is...
Yeah, I was trying to find like a good... that where it started was perfect. But yeah, no. So there's more of her. Milker Nation. Did Milker do a video on? No, that was Nacho. Nacho has got some good videos on that, which I wish we could have pulled that one up and had some timestamps for it. But yeah, she's clearly she's got a bee in her bonnet. This old broad, and it's coming for Owen Benjamin.
Yeah, it's kind of bite him in the ass. But now that you mentioned the Nacho video, why don't we talk about this woman's timeline? At least how this thing got started. This started about 2 months ago, I believe. She's been there in Sandpoint, Idaho since the middle of December.
Christmas. Yeah, right around Christmas, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she's
been there
dude,
for
she's
a
been down there for a
while.
minute. Yeah, man.
yeah. Yeah,
She's met Owen at the post office twice, right?
Twice. She sent him at least a half a dozen letters. She talks about that in her videos. And Owen read one of them on straight. Well,
yeah, because he's fucking retarded and he can't proofread anything. He has to read out loud like a literal fucking toddler. Like he can't read silently to himself before he like. Let me read a couple of lines of this. You know, just like the faggot bear. That's why the faggot bear letters were so fucking epic because he lined him up perfect. But yeah, it's incredible because he literally was trying to ignore it, and then she sent him a letter, you know, worded in such a way that his stupid brain couldn't get far. He got far enough in it, and he's like, "Oh shit! Now I have to say something. This crazy lady's gonna kill me." I'm surprised he didn't say that, honestly, because Alan made a video where he clearly was just driving around his neighborhood, talking about going to Washington, and Owen's like, "This dude's coming to kill me." Now there's a person there that is, you know, interjected in his life twice, physically as a. I mean, she's a little but she's there. She's fucking there, and she's clearly crazy according to him. But he's not saying she's gonna kill him. She's not saying she's gonna hurt him.
Well,
I mean, I don't know if that's empathy. Or just a psychopath that's afraid of getting in trouble or something. You know what I mean?
I actually have a theory on that. It's interesting that you bring that up, Apex, because I actually have a theory that because Owen got so much backlash visibly for overreacting over the Ellen Pell thing, and he knows it. So, you know, I think maybe he's not saying anything because, you know, he maybe in his mind he doesn't want that same amount of backlash. Only, you know, this time I would say it's a little more warranted, maybe, you know, than it was with Alan. But that did cross my mind that maybe he's not saying anything because he knows that this is going to become a shitstorm for him.
Yeah, he's gonna have to downplay it for as long as he can, because there's no way for him to get in front of this one. But he needs to do something, because the worst thing, as far as optics goes, I know we don't like to use that word, but as far as the optics goes, if this damn old lady freezes to death up in those mountains, it's gonna reflect very poorly on this man, as even worse than he already does.
Well, as I was talking to a friend today about Owen, just when you think this story couldn't get weirder, it always does, without fail.
What are you referring to, Sam?
Just like when you think that Owen has like hit rock bottom.
Oh, the Owen saga in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you don't think that the Owen saga can get any weirder, there's always another layer. Always. It may take 6 months, it may take 3 months, but eventually there's always going to be another layer. That's kind of what I've figured out.
Yeah, it's like the world's awfulest onion. So what is the correct move here? Let me.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about
instead
earlier.
of asking us, because we're just going to ramble. What do you think? What, in your opinion, what's the right move here? If you were, I guess you can't.
What Owen needs to do, and I said this the other day to Davey Crocco. Owen needs to confront this woman like a man. He needs to set her straight and get her ass back home. He needs to pay for her to go home.
Exactly.
He needs to, I don't know, put her on a
fucking bus. Yeah, dude, put her on a bus. The dude has money. Eat that fucking cost, dude. You're not gonna milk this one. You know what I mean? This shit is not going away. She is there. This shit's being documented by people like us in the subreddits and everything else. You know, and it's not gonna help him. If he wants to play the masculine, he's got to act it. This is a chance to do so, and be like, he could be benevolent in this case. This crazy lady, she freaked me out. She wanted to come here and She all psychic and spiritual, and she wanted to heal Amy. But I set her straight. I brought the cops with me. I gave her money, put her on a bus, and sent her home with a few extra dollars for some food or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be hard for him to do that. You know what I mean? And he could even fucking film it and make some content out of it. But he's fucking scared.
He's live stream the whole damn thing.
Yeah, dude, he's scared shitless of this woman because it's his internet, fakery come manifest in real life. You know what I mean?
I would suggest if he were to do that, if he were to actually, treat this woman with some decency and film it, he might actually, gain, like, it would be in his best interest, like, narcissistically, even to do this, because he could show, like, he always says that he's a good person, and this would be him, like, showing it, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, it would definitely be very good for his image to do something like that, but of course he's not. He doesn't have that in him. But we don't know what the how this is going to end. I do know I have some news to share with the audience, so it's not just the rehashing. Everybody's, like I said, we've all seen this video, we've all heard everybody talk about it, but I do have some actual insider news to share, and I'm pretty sure you two know about it because I put it in Discord. But I did take it upon myself to get in contact with the authorities up there. I talked to the North Idaho Adult Protective Services because we're all laughing about this, and yes,
sure,
it's
yeah,
funny.
No, but this is right. It's serious. You're right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, at the end of the day, none of us want this damn lady to freeze out there, to freeze to death.
Or her cats to starve to death, or any of that.
That too,
right?
So we want her back home. I talked to these people, and they cannot do wellness checks. They're not going to go out and check on her. But they did take the report down. I gave them all the information we had accumulated about this woman, and we got quite a bit. And I gave them contact information for Owen Benjamin because I told him that she was probably going to go and try and make contact with him, possibly on his property. She had already gotten contact with him at the post office. But in any case, when was that? That was Wednesday, I believe. And I went ahead and called the sheriff's department too, because on that day, right as I was making these phone calls, she had just put out that video where she was at that public bathroom. I don't know if y'all saw that one. That was her at that point. That was her last known location. Like I said, the Adult Protective Service will not check on these people, but they told me the sheriff's department will do a wellness check. So I let them know where she was at, where they could possibly find her.
Well,
the last known.
That is another thing I do want to point out for people who might not be aware. She posts a lot of her personal info on her own stream, like, a little too much of it even.
Exactly, which is another. That's another red flag if you ask me. Like this woman's, if she's not mentally ill, she's close to it, and I think she's over that line, and maybe off meds kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's who knows, but maybe she's replaced her meds with turpentine at medical expert Owen Benjamin's advice.
Oh God!
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. She is a turpentine proponent herself.
Boom. So there you go. You know what I mean? I haven't. This woman makes me sad. Like, it is fun to laugh at her, but I haven't delved too much into her videos just because it makes me sad. I don't know. I think more than just me saw this kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
I laughed at the idea, but it being right in front of you, it is. So I don't know. Anyway, I feel like we've talked about this crazy woman for a little bit too long. But no, I don't know what the solution is, man. But you're right. I applaud you for doing that, and I'm glad somebody did.
Yeah, the solution is for her to get home. That's the only. I mean, she's not going to be. I don't understand what the solution is in her own mind. She's not going to be allowed to be on. She wants to be Amy's. She wants to be a farmhand. She wants to be Amy's nurse.
Psychic
none
healer.
of those things are going to happen. Yeah, none of those things are going to happen. The only thing she has a daughter of her own.
Right.
She needs to go home. She needs to be with her own family. She needs to take care of those damn cats.
Exactly, dude. Fuck. I mean, it's been since December, so if they've been by themselves this whole time, they're dead. I would imagine. I mean, cats are pretty smart.
I hope that's not the case. I hope they're not. She didn't leave them locked at home or anything. But
I think that she brought them with her or something from one of the videos I saw, but I don't know.
Well, they asked her. Carl asked her in the comments if she. What she did with the cats, and she said she left them behind.
Oh, then yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she left them in the house or let them loose or left them with somebody. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I don't think she ever clarified that. Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Any last words on this woman, gentlemen?
No, but I hope that she finds her way home. I really do, or somehow. I mean, my honest hope is that Owen takes the one chance that he's actually had to show himself being a man to his audience, and like he doesn't have to cater to this woman, but get her home. Like, contact the authorities, pay for a bus ticket, give them some money to put in her pocket. You know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be that hard to do. And again, he could document. He could milk the fuck out of that, but do the right thing and then make money off of it. Not just say, do the right thing and, skip out on the opportunity when it's right in front of you. Because, yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, even though he's a fucking piece of shit, I can't imagine, when it finally hits him in the face, the realization. So, but it doesn't mean he can't stand up to it. But yeah, so that's all I have to say.
All right, then. Where do you want to go from here? Do you want to talk about?
Well, we had Crick, the most recent.
Yeah, you want to talk about Crick?
Yes, okay, I would like to. I would actually I would like to preface this next segment by welcoming Milker Nation back to making videos again. It's nice to see those notifications popping up. I think we're all happy to see that. Round of applause
for Milker Nation.
For all Milker, yeah. But yeah, this most recent one is relevant because it involves not only an Owen Benjamin thing, but one of our favorite off-the-air topics, Mersh, which has been brought up once or twice before. But yeah, Mersh, I guess, went at old Brendan Crick and Milker's second most
first
recent.
Apex. Do you want to set up who Crick is, just in case anybody doesn't know? Kind of do a summary of all that.
Yeah, you go ahead because you've got more of that.
You want me to do it? So, Mr. Crick, the one we're talking about, he was featured. He actually, his story was in the Owen Benjamin documentary I did last year, and at that time he was anonymous.
Right.
And somewhere along the lines, I think it was late last year, he finally came forward with his identity. He was the man that was assaulted by Owen Benjamin. And it wasn't until when did Milker put that video out? It was very recently.
Only a couple. It was only a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was literally like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And in the last couple of weeks, Milker put that video out. Actually, a juxtaposition of talking about gay stuff like he always does, and Mr. Crick's testimony on his podcast that he did about this event.
It was a great video, as Milkers tend to be.
Yeah.
Well, what wound up happening was that video blew up in a way that was concerning to Mr. Crick. So there was a whole issue with that, and we don't have to get into that. But it put the incident on the map. In other words.
Yeah, you could say that.
We wound up with the video we're going to play here shortly, and it features our third lolcow of the night, Mersh, and his take on the event.
I'm gonna pull
Mr. Mike Shealy.
Yes.
All right, let me pull it up. This is another long one, though. I'm gonna skip a little bit in. Hold on.
I do want to point out real quick that Mersh seems to think that Milker Nation is John Arcade, or that really anyone...
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna play. This is a 24-minute video, but I have not even seen the whole thing. I only made it about 14 or 15 minutes in earlier when I was at work, and I got home like right before the show started. So, yeah, I would like to watch most of this. We'll stop and comment on it. But there's some really funny shit in here.
We can do what we do on TWR, which is play, pause, you know, that sort of thing.
Well, but we do have an exclusive that we have to get to, and we know Scorpio's not big on long shows,
yeah, and it's actually going longer due to all of this.
Yeah,
back and forth. Right. Play the damn.
We're going.
Play from the beginning.
Let's do this.
Why did you sexually?
Here we go. This is from Milker Nation, which is it's just Johnny Arcade. Let's be. Come on. So this is Milker Nation's channel that loves to post embarrassing Owen clips and make fun of him, which we all like to do because he's a fucking goober. But this kind of like weird montage, I'll let it speak for itself.
Why did you sexually assault Brandon Kick?
That was my super chat.
Ban that guy. Good. That's nonsense. Why did I sexually assault Brandon Kick? All right, that's usually why I don't open up the chat. But thank you for the lemon or whatever the hell you just sent. All right. Send war supplies to Owen Benjamin. Yeah, P.O. Box 490, Sandpoint, Idaho 83864. All right, let's continue. Hey man, if you guys want to talk shit, but that's fine as long as you give me digital currency.
Someone's like, "Why did you sexually assault Brendan Crack?" And he's like, "What? Someone banned that guy."
I mean,
but you know, if somehow this gets back to you, you fucking did, Owen Benjamin, you piece of shit loser. Now,
okay, so I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard this, I was like, "What? Like, this guy's making some pretty emphatic claims." So at first, I was almost kind of pulled in because I watched it. Roy sent this to me, and I was like waking up, so I was kind of like, "Oh," and I was like, I hadn't even had any caffeine yet, and up to this point, I was kind of like, "Whoa, that's pretty wild. What are we getting into?" But wait for it. Wait for the fucking turn.
I can talk about this without getting all heated because, like, this week has actually been very nice. Made me feel a lot better about it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, like 3 years ago in Philadelphia, Owen Benjamin,
Why does every male comic now have this voice? Why do they all sound like this now? What happened to this? Why is every... What? You notice that, yeah, I noticed that too. Fuck, dude. Why are there these categories of people and they all sound like these categories of people?
And sometimes when a headliner's there after their show, they'll come to one of the littler venues to like drop in and do a set. And that night I was at Good Comedy Theater and I was hosting a show, and blacked out Owen Benjamin shows up. He's very rude. I bring him up. He does his set. I come out to close the show.
Get ready.
But he picked me up in his, like, he picked me up pulled me close to his face with his tongue out.
Oh, here we go.
And was like trying to make out with me. And like, not in a way where it was like clearly a bit. In a way where it's like, I'm trying to do this and I bet I can play it off as a bit.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about him screams that, dude.
Yeah, it made me very upset at the time, and really until this week,
Oh shit! Hang on.
It really, really upset me every time.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No, you can't hear me. Oh, you can. Okay, good. I'm gonna skip this little bit right here because this shit drives me fucking insane.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing prop comedy now on the.
I'm gonna use my vocal fry. Why does every podcaster have to sound like this?
We have a bullshit alert here, guys. It's coming in, but I love calling Owen gay, and I love making fun of Owen, and I love shit on Owen, and this. Lord knows that retard gives us no shortage of things to shit on, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So, look,
That's
the whole
that's the gist right there.
Yeah, bro. This right here is so good to me. I mean, I actually want to just break this down and pull up clips from other things and from this little thing that he's about to say over the next minute or two. I want to compile I don't even know like what exactly, but it is so fucking egregious to me to think what he thinks or to think what he's about to say enough to say it as he does. But yeah, that's the gist of it. But I would really like to play this very next part, which pisses me off kind of, especially. Just anyway. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm gonna hit play again.
Okay.
I think gay thing has always been a thing in comedy. It's a hack thing. If anything, it's a hack. It's. I know so many comedians and comics, especially in the 2000s, before the early advent of social media and YouTube and Facebook.
So right now he's just explaining comedy to his stupid fucking audience. But it's what he says about Brendan after this stupid shit.
And do stuff or whatever, just to fuck with people. That's a common thing, and this guy shouldn't be so bothered by it. Because if it was somebody he was friends with, or somebody he liked, or somebody he wasn't trying to fucking, glom onto, because guys like Brendan Crick have now seen what guys like me and Royce and Crocco and many other people, what we've managed to do, how we've managed to grow our brands by making fun of Owen Benjamin. And these guys are getting to the party late, and they're trying to get a little taste of these, like vultures. They're trying to pick whatever meat's left on the bone. Algorithmic thinking.
That right fucking there is what, I thought I made it I made it 5 minutes into this video at work earlier, and I'm like,
yeah.
No. That is so fucking, holy shit, dude. I mean, I guess it's not the worst take I've ever heard, but it's fucking brain dead, and it's bad. It's insulated as fuck. Like, to think, I mean, this fucking dude made money off of Owen because he made a pact with Owen privately, and he did so publicly before he removed all evidence of such. I mean, he and Owen emailed back and forth back in the day when he was, you know what I mean? He's the one that, quote unquote, let Crowder know he said he was bisexual on one of his shows.
Well, first off, no one wants to be Murph.
Nobody.
No one wants to be like Murph. Not even, certainly not Brendan Crick. And I thought that was so foolish to say that, because
obnoxious.
Brendan did,
man.
Yeah, well, he did the one podcast. He cleared the air, and he didn't do anything else. As a matter of fact, the problem I mentioned earlier,
I was going to say,
the problem with the video was because he did not want to be involved in this shit. He did not want the notoriety. He did not want to be in the Owen Crusades or whatever he called it.
I say it wasn't the worst take I've ever heard, but it actually might be the opposite, which is literally the worst take of the reality. But as usual, as so many other of these fucking idiots do, and I'm one of these idiots because I talk on the internet too, and I don't do enough research on the shit I talk about, but I just often, let's just say, but I'm just, I don't have, I don't consider what I do here a responsibility to anybody other than Sam to be entertaining. Now, if I mean, I'm not out there. I don't know where I was going with this, but I'm trying to put myself in Mercer's position, which I would never be in because I have real job. I have skills that use my hands.
Well, you also have more self-esteem than that too.
That's funny, Sam. But anyway, besides the point. Go ahead.
Mercer's position is just all about Mersh.
Right. Yeah. So it's just yeah. I'd like to call him Little Bear for a long time because he just like Owen learned from Crowder, Mersh learned from Owen, and he's been playing his cards over the past couple of years since the whole ceasefire with Owen started after the Alan Powell, the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to either of those two idiot fucking e-celebs in either of their lives.
Salute to the greatest troll who ever lived. Cheers.
The Trollosaurus, Alan Powell. Cheers. Yes, salute. But yeah, so that really upset me. I don't know what else he says in this video, to be quite honest with you. And I don't. Should we watch it? Should we continue?
It doesn't. We don't have to play too much more. If you want to, I can set up a little bit. Because I watched this a couple of weeks ago. I think Alan clipped it when it first came out. I think that's how I watched it. But yeah, it's just the same stuff over and over. He goes on about his comedy career and how that's how he can tell that Brendan is lying because it was what it's like. He was there and he's moved on to bigger and better things. But he still remembers how it was to be one of the little people.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Well, and he always been every time I've watched him, which I only watch him for own stuff really, but every time I do, he always brings up. I opened for Doug Stanhope back in 2005 or whatever. So.
Well, he doesn't even mention Stanhope in this one because he does go into that. He starts to talk about what does he say? At first, he puts words in Crick's mouth. He says that Crick called every opener or every headliner, every headliner an asshole or something like that, which he clearly did not say. He said all he said was that Owen treated him like an asshole. But Mersh conflated that to say that Brendan was saying every headliner is an asshole, and then Mersh went on to say, "Oh, I worked with so many headliners, and only 2 were assholes. I could really say." And then he goes on about these people nobody even has heard of, and he goes on. He looks up one of these guys' OnlyFans or something, but it's just BS. He was BSing the whole time. He didn't know the story. He didn't know what happened to Brendan. He didn't. He didn't watch the whole clip. He didn't play right at the point where he stopped there. He didn't go too much further after that. He just kept yapping the whole time. And like I said, he got the whole story wrong. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Well, right, exactly. I mean, he's getting into it too late. The dude fucking talked to you how long ago? You know what I mean? Before he didn't want to. At the time, obviously had no intention. And even still has no intention of being public. He's just publicly getting it off his chest because it's, I guess, important to him. It's a public story. You made it public, and he's been like a shadow figure in the thing. So, I mean, I guess he could, theoretically could have remained anonymous forever, but who wants to fucking carry that shit around? And it's not like he killed anybody. You know what I mean? It's a damning to somebody else. It exposes somebody else's shit fuck behavior, and why hold on to that? I don't know. I don't think it's. You're right. It couldn't be more fucking wrong. Mercer's take.
Yeah, that's pretty much the conclusion we can all draw. So what do you think? Do you want to play a bit more? I don't think there was anything else.
I can't imagine. I can only. I used to be able to handle like 45 or like 2 hours at a time of Owen, even when I hated him, just because he was actually funny. Merce just is. I can't do it, dude. But if there was more in here, if Sam would have done his job and got us some timestamps for some relevant information. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So the only thing I have to say in conclusion to that is Mercer's fucking retarded, and he's gonna say what he's gonna say. But if he cared at all about what people that in his audience thought, then he would care to get shit right, even if he said it wrong from the beginning. If challenged with, dude, you got it wrong, there's more information, he would want to clarify that. If he had any sort of journalistic integrity, I feel like everybody can fucking make mistakes, especially when you're talking shit on the internet and you drink and you fucking smoke weed and shit, like, which he does,
Well, he's on all kinds of pills now too. Or
yeah, he was so fucking proud when he got his Adderall.
Yeah,
legally through the doctor. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the doctor will be pleased to see you drinking alcohol and taking that medication, because they say don't do that on the bottle.
Yeah. So let's see. Well, yeah, he's not anything close to any of what you just listed. He's not a journalist. He's just
no. Exactly. But I was just using an example of me, who's a fucking retard, and I'm here just to try and be a retard for Sammy, and try to be funny, or entertaining in some degree.
I'm just
right. But like, even me, if I say something and I find out later that I was wrong, then I'll correct it. But just generally, wrong about a topic, who cares? Everybody's wrong about. But if I'm talking out of turn about a specific person and their character or something, yeah, man, I'm not above retracting that sort of shit, I guess. Anyway, what are we talking about next, boss?
All right. Well, are you ready, gentlemen? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back to schizophrenic schizo cows on the internet, who happen to also watch Owen Benjamin. Sam, Apex, you're gonna be playing the videos, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you played this one, play it for the first 3 minutes. I'm not gonna do any setup, because I want the people to really take it in, to really experience it the first way as I did. And after that, I'll break it down for everybody. But whenever you're ready, Apex, go ahead and play that.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
This woman, and I'll just let you know her name. Her name is Mild Red Songbird, and she is she's an Owen. She was. I don't know what fate befell this woman, but she left quite a legacy in her YouTube, in the form of her YouTube channel. Her name is Mild Red Songbird, and she is not a fan of Owen Benjamin, but she is an Owen Benjamin viewer. Quite the viewer. Let's watch it.
All right, let's watch.
Hi, it's Mild Red Songbird in New York City, the Michelle Bertong. You're looking at a picture of Owen Benjamin and his wife. I'm making this video because I just heard him on video. Hashtag 575. Happy birthday, Moonlight. And Bernie Sanders is insane. I would say that Owen Benjamin is projecting. Owen Benjamin is insane. Bernie Sanders might very well be insane as well. I wouldn't know. But I have watched Owen Benjamin long enough to know that he is definitely insane. He has a conscience that is killing him. Not killing him, it's making him crazy. When he was Ulysses S. Grant, he signed into law a bill called the Act of 1871, where he in effect, made America a corporation, indebted, and then took out a loan with the Rothschilds. That's why he signed the bill in the first place, and Congress created the bill. They're all traitors because it was right after the Civil War and America was short on money, and they wanted to borrow money from the Rothschilds, the Jewish banking dynasty that charges usury interest. And once you take out a loan, you can never pay them back because the interest increases exponentially. So Owen Benjamin ruined America. He made her into the United States of America, where she was the United States for America. She made, instead of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, we became a corporation in the pursuit of profits. And so he got us in debt, and we're still in debt. And he destroyed our constitutional republic. And it's killing him. Not killing him, it's making him crazy. So what he does, I was his wife, and I told him not to do it.
Whoa.
And he is having an argument with me and punishing me for being right. And one way he does that is by trying to destroy the reputation of people I've been and people I care about.
Okay, you better stop it.
Reputation.
You can stop it right there for now, because it just gets progressively worse.
That is incredible, dude.
And
that is
and that's not actually Owen's wife. That's that's what's her face, That's Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sammy. Oh god. I thought that joke was going. I thought that was going somewhere else. Anyway, that is incredible. Okay, so break it down for us, Scorpio. That's a lot to take in.
Someone had asked me to look up an old Owen Benjamin clip. So I looked it up. I found what I was looking for, and later on, I went back down the list of the search results, and I stumbled upon this this channel. And it's her name is Mildred Songbird. She's an older woman. I'm not sure how old she is. I think she at least sounds much older than the other one, Kat. She sounds older than 69. I think she's now. Here's the thing with these schizophrenic people. Now this woman is very obviously schizophrenic, but you never know when they're telling the truth. But she claimed to have grown up on a plantation under the Jim Crow laws. So she's like the female Jesse Lee Peterson, I guess. So she has to be in her 70s. But the story she's telling here, and she has a lot of stories, and she goes on and on and on. But if you go to her channel and you watch enough of her videos, you'll start to see these patterns emerge. And one of them is that she believes that Owen Benjamin is the reincarnation of Ulysses S. Grant. That's when she calls him U.S. Grant. She talks about all this stuff about him destroying America and this and that. She believes that she is the reincarnation of U.S. Grant's wife, and the reincarnation thing is a big leitmotif in her videos. That's why I was questioning whether the other woman was possibly schizophrenic because she was going on about the same thing about what did she say that Kat? She said that Owen was her reincarnated brother or something like that.
Yeah. Reincarnation of reincarnated brother. I was gonna say, but that like you're right. There is definitely a pattern there, but the specifics of the historical context that's being painted by this woman is so much more insane to me already. Kat seems like like she's definitely crazy, but I have more empathy for this woman. Like makes my fucking hair stand up. Like you think he's what? Like, and you think you're what, like the specific, all the specifics. Which I mean, I don't know, dude. You could probably get out a Cat too. But I guess it's just the framing of the one video. But this just seems so much more manic to me.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I guess a Cat seems like hurt and definitely like, you know, not all there, but she seems like she devoted herself, like she was built up by a thing, being built something on sand, by some, you know, I don't know, some metaphor I can't come up with off the top of my head, but no, she, she was already unstable, and again, she fell into this Bertaria thing, and again, whether or not she sent Owen money for Bertaria, that deposit or whatever, because he has bears living on that property. That is true, right?
Bertaria?
Yeah. Owen in Idaho?
No, well, and he had a couple of bears staying with him. I think that they were with him over the holidays. But I don't think that continues
like
to be
a
the arrangement.
Okay, so it was like a it was a campsite thing. Okay, right. So he got what he wanted.
Well,
some fucking red.
They were staying in the guest house. They were staying in the they call it the mother-in-law's quarters.
So to me, say what you will about Kat, but to me it at least seems like Kat is well-meaning. You know, however crazy she may be, it seems like Kat at least wants to, you know, help Amy and help out with the kids and whatnot. Not saying she should, but she's at least well-meaning.
She's well-meaning in her delirium. Yeah, it's like it's a more of a passive psychosis. And this woman is like, she's saying Owen is feeling guilt for destroying the Republic because he's reincarnated Ulysses S. Grant or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. That's some deep shit. Are we gonna keep going on this one? Because
we don't have to.
Well, we can. I'm actually kind of curious because I forgot all about this because you did send this to me the other day, and I started watching. But I forgot all about it.
I think I sent you another one. Let me.
Oh, dude,
and let me mention that real quick, and you can. I'll get you the link, but let me set it up really quickly. One of her, one of the things she's always fixated on is how do I put this? Cunnilingus.
Oh shit. Okay.
She has a couple of videos where she says, oh god, I can't. Some of these I can't even put. But
I mean,
she's going on and on about Owen's relationship with his wife, and that he needs to satisfy her in certain ways.
That's right. That's the one that I saw.
So this is that same chick then.
Yeah, this is the same.
Oh god.
Okay.
Where's the link for that one?
Because I did see that one and I was just like, what the fuck, man?
Here's one
funny,
title. The title of this video is. Oh, let me put it in Discord first.
And the show links. Yeah, that's why this one wasn't ringing a bell.
That one. I liked that one because it actually had. If she has I don't know how she did it. I guess she printed them off out of her computer, but she printed out all these pictures of Owen, and she has them on her clipboard when she's talking about him. So that's why I wanted you to play that one so we could see exactly who she was talking about. Now this one is titled. You can play this one if you want. This one is titled.
Will Owen make his
Benjamin
wife
make
come?
his wife come. She makes him food.
Dude. Okay, hold on. Let me get it queued up here.
Give us more Blaze. Carl Santon says, "Give us more Blaze." That's the joke in the GSK subreddit. I put a couple of these links in the GSK subreddit, and everybody thought it was Blaze. Blaze.
No, Carl. This is not Blaze.
All right, let's go. We're going here.
Alright.
Hashtag 1235. Video sex magic Snapchat goes full. Pedo and why the good guys always win in the end at the Owen Benjamin channel. I have comments about what.
Hold on, timeout. I'm going to back this up a couple seconds here. And I want everyone to notice her fingers and the hospital bed that she seems to be sitting in, and the bucket of chunky peanut butter right beneath the pillow that she's sitting on. But anyway, sorry,
Oh yeah.
Benjamin said on this video. He keeps saying this is going to get dark. Owen Benjamin was Aunt Jemima in one of his past lives. That's why he talked about dark. That's why he wrote a piece of this nigga stole my bike.
This nigga stole my bike!
Benjamin says he's a liar. When Benjamin was President Ulysses S. Grant, he sold out the United States
pause.
for America.
So let me get this straight. Owen Benjamin was Andrew. Owen is both Ulysses S. Grant and
Aunt Jemima. That's right. We're gonna back that up about 10 seconds and play that again.
To get dark.
Oh fuck.
Owen Benjamin was Aunt Jemima in one of his past lives. That's why he talks about dark. That's why he wrote a piece of this nigga stole my bike. Okay. Benjamin says he's a liar. When Benjamin was President Ulysses S. Grant, he sold out the United States for America to be the United States of America, a corporation.
Wait. He sold out. Let me see if I can read it. Owen Benjamin was Ulysses S. Grant. He sold out. Oh, I thought she said he sold the United States for America to the United States of America, but he sold out the United States for America to the United States of America, all capital letters.
So, you know what's odd is.
Go ahead, Scorps.
You know what's odd is we always talk about how well, it's a known trope of Owen Benjamin, how he steals content from smaller creators. Yeah. And I've heard, I think that first video you played was the main point of that video, where she was calling out Owen for her same ideas.
Yeah, and let's point out this was June 5th of 2019, so this was almost a year ago. But go ahead, sorry.
Because a lot of the things, this thing that she's talking about now, the U.S. grant or whoever the hell it is, selling out America and a corporation and this and that, that's the exact same kind of crap that Owen says. I know I've heard him say it a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ulysses S. Grant is, the Confederate general. Or, wait, Grant was the...
Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah, Grant was the Confederate general. Or was he the the Union general?
Ulysses S. Grant was the
president of the United States.
Yeah, Union.
And then Robert E. Lee was the
Confederate. Lee. What the fuck? How could I mix those up, dude? I would get lynched as a white boy if any of my never mind. I'm not gonna go there. My friends. That's kidding.
So maybe Owen was watching her videos. Maybe he lifted some of her content. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Well, I mean, I will say the whole idea of the corporate United States, that's an old that's where the term like straw man comes from, not the straw man argument, but like the straw man, like sovereign citizens and shit, because and maritime law, you know, so that shit's been around for as long as the internet. There's been people convincing people that you can get away with driving without a driver's license and shit. And you know, I mean, a lot of it does go back to some truth. There is some truth to some of it, but most of it, like anything else on the internet, is bullshit. And it has nothing to do with reality. It's just, you know, threads being connected, whatever. So he could have got it from her, or he could have got it from a similar vein of this weird place of the internet, you know, this dark corner of the internet that so many of us, or so many people exist on. And I mean, I don't doubt that Owen, if he didn't have the resources he had, would be one of these people. If he were destitute, if he weren't born with all the privilege that he had, and he didn't, you know what I mean? He's clearly mentally ill to some degree. If he didn't have the foundation that he was given early in life, think about how he behaves. Think about how we've all watched him behave. He would be one of these people. He wouldn't have the resources to just fucking stream and with 7 properties to collect money and not have a job. You know, he would, if he used the internet at all, he would look for a fucking savior and he would dive right the fuck into it. He'd be just this, maybe not this fucking crazy, but he'd be pretty close, I think. Honestly. That's just me, though.
He probably would. I mean, like you said, he probably wouldn't be on it at all, because who the hell, what kind of man, especially with a family, what kind of man would be?
Right. But I can't imagine that
infinite resources.
I can't imagine that he would. Well, no, I guess in the alternate universe in which I speak, he would have, you know, he wouldn't go to Hollywood. There would be no reason to pull up some. Never mind. I'm not gonna. I've disparaged Amy enough in the past. I'm not gonna do that anymore, unless I need to. Should we continue? We're only a minute in.
Yeah. Play a little bit more.
All right.
The United States Constitution was put in the dustbin when President Ulysses S. Grant signed into law the Act of 1871. I was his wife. I know what I'm talking about. Benjamin said, "I'll kill them." He was Lieutenant General Ulysses S. Grant. He has killed people.
This is incredible.
He will kill them.
Well, she's quoting
to let God take his vengeance, says Benjamin.
And that episode, Owen said that he was going to kill somebody. What? This part is crazy.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to back up a little bit.
This notebook here, this clipboard, they're notes. Like, I mean, we all saw it. She at the very top was the title of the stream, and these are her notes from watching Owen's stream. But the part, go ahead and back it up so we can hear that again.
Time out. Right here, you guys can see my mouse moving around.
Yeah.
She has the word. I don't know what that word is, but she has the whole down, like words from each letter going down.
Yeah, like
victory, energ, REN. What is that? Grinder. What the fuck is going on here, guys? What?
Grinder or something? I don't know.
No. I'm just trying to figure out, like, VE something that looks like an L, but that also looks like an L. That's an A, a U, maybe a K, and an E. Kerosene. What the fuck is that?
You're muted if you were trying to talk.
Yeah, play the clip. Just play the clip because she's going to break it down right now.
Right now? Okay.
Victory. Eve energy. Enter. God, Gorinda, entered Eve, Adam, North Carolina energy. Okay.
Bro, hold on.
This lady makes.
What is this thing touching the paper right now?
That's her finger.
What is that? That's her. That is not a human finger.
Well, she's
What's
got
going on
those
here,
kind of
man?
marks
Okay,
or whatever
so-
the thing like that woman cat does. I mean,
All right. All
there's
right.
like there's a lot of similarity. I saw this woman before I saw Cat.
Really?
I started to notice those patterns. Yeah, like the night before the Cat story broke, I had found this woman's channel.
All right.
So this was all fresh in my mind.
Where's my fucking pencil? Shit. I can't find my pen. I was gonna get I want to know what the fucking word is. His Venjaclock. Victory. Eve energy. Somehow. Enter. Without an N. Or going like this. God. Oh, okay. I'm going to do it again.
Eve energy.
Their finger, dude.
God, Gorinda, entered Eve, Adam, North Carolina energy. Okay, I've told that story over and over about North Carolina. I had been homeless. I went there to get a hug and a kiss from Gorinda, Jesus Christ, who I had been having a relationship with, an affair with. In my ear, he was in my head for over a year. And I wanted a physical contact with him. And I also wanted a hug and a kiss from my friends of 45 years because I had been homeless and suffering. And I wanted some love, some affection. Okay, well, my friends took one look at me. Most of my teeth are gone. My clothes were shabby. And they ignored me. They wouldn't look at me. They wouldn't hug me. They wouldn't talk to me.
Jeez, I wonder why.
When Gorinda came, I forgot.
I was gonna say, it's really sad to hear people fucking teeth in their mouth, especially when you can't see them. Because you're like, what are you fucking retarded? And the further they go, like, oh, you're missing like all of your teeth. I know what people with missing all of their fucking teeth sound like. But what did you say, Sammy? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, geez, what a surprise, lady. She's talking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Thought about them. I didn't care how that they had ignored me. I was so mesmerized by him. That was all I needed, and that's what I got. And I found out later that he had matched my love, my energy, by marrying me and giving me a baby, spiritually. But the baby's physical. No. You should see my womb and my belly. The womb is sticking out with the baby. What? Immaculate conception.
Yeah.
You find
what?
Pause it right there.
This bitch just said she went to meet Goragando God or whatever the fuck, and she got spiritually impregnated, but with a real baby. Right? That's what she said, right?
This is part of her lore. She
Incredible.
She believes everybody is reincarnated into everybody. She's Grant's wife, but she's also the reincarnation of Einstein. She's also the reincarnation of like Tchaikovsky.
Aunt Jemima. Owen is Aunt Jemima.
But this one, okay, so she uses that word a lot. That God Gurinder. There's this. I don't know if he's some picture that she has of like this a Sikh or something, and she says that is the current incarnation of Jesus Christ, and it's a man named Gurinder, some kind of Indian man, some kind of he wears a turban, but his name is something Gurinder. And
okay, that makes sense.
So God and Gurinder is interchangeable for her. And then the stuff about the Eve energy, the Adam energy, that's always comes up in all of her stories and all her videos. So she's got these little these little patterns. She's got these little ticks, and she that thing that she does there, the decoding the words. That's something that comes up over and over in her videos. Also, it just gets really crazy.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
If you want to,
there's only 4 minutes left. I mean, let's see what. Let's at least let her finish the. Well, fuck. We'll go for another minute or so.
All right, let's.
And this is what Benjamin said on this video. You find your own government sold you out for money. That's exactly what he did when he was Ulysses S. Grant. You got to sell this, said the Jewish Owen Benjamin, talking about a comics. Our Hayden comics had done about his life.
You can't even fucking read your own words type shit. Sorry.
No, she said Arcaven Comics. That's Fox Day's comic.
But no,
company.
she spelt it R Hayden. Look, it's right there. ARHADEN, and she even stuttered on it.
His life.
Oh fuck! Damn it.
Had done but about his life.
R Hayden is what she said. I'm sure she meant Arcaven, but she said R Hayden Comics. Anyway, that's incredible stuff. I guess that's the end. Is it the end of the letter? She seems to go up from here.
Okay, Benjamin says he's a live wire of masculine energy. He was Aunt Jemima, so he got some feminine energy in him too. Govinda Singh said we all have both in us. We have masculine and feminine in us, all of us. They don't understand why I do what I do, said Benjamin. Owen, does what he does because he's in a panic. Scared, worrying that somebody will tell everybody that he said that sold the United States to the Rothschilds.
This is a world premiere, guys. Look, there are 28 views, no likes, no dislikes. This is a Scorpio. Oh wait, Chuck Boris 4 days ago. That's Scorp's doing. Anyway, this is a Scorp's world exclusive.
There was like less than 5 views when I first found.
Right.
I've watched this videos at least 5 times myself.
Yeah, so. 2 or 3. Right, exactly. So, yeah. So this is nobody's heard of this insane person. Cat is blowing up, but this is a new one. So I think it's important. I think we should finish. There's only literally 3 minutes left of this video. Let's just see what she's got to say, and then we'll wrap it up. We were going to talk about Razorfist, but we could do that as well. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let's finish this.
They hold the bond on our birth certificates. If we default on the $20 trillion loan, they can call it, and we owe the citizens of the United States owe them this Jewish banking dynasty, and we have to work off the debt, which means we become their slaves. And in the Talmud, they say that the Gentiles, the non-Jews, are only good to be their servants. So they really believe that. And by the way,
okay, you know what? I don't think I can handle anymore. Actually. He's not talking. Now she's going on the Rothschilds rant. Everyone knows the name, Mild Red Songbird. She's fun. She's got all kinds of wacky ideals.
Well, I wouldn't say fun, but
hey,
interesting.
Fun is subjective, bro. You know, we're laughing at her right now. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I have the time of my life watching these videos.
Yeah, man.
Mild Red Songbird. I just hope that she's okay because she hasn't had a video since 2019.
Oh shit! Really?
So, yeah, and I don't know. Maybe she migrated channels. Maybe.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe she's in New York. She's in New York nursing home. So we'll just leave it at that.
Oh fuck! Oh no! We're gonna get canceled now. End up in a Cuomo deposition. Fuck. All right. I guess let's move on. What's the next link? I'm gonna end my thingy-majigger here. Pull up the next link. What's the next one?
Let's see. Yeah, we can kind of quickly go. I think we've been going for because a Starshine does not want to hear about Razorfist.
All right. All
so
right.
we can just quickly touch on that. So this actually happened a couple of weeks ago. Also, Sam, you might have to pull this up. Do you have a scene for showing web links?
I can screen share. I can screen share too. I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
As I was doing earlier, since I'm the only one not on camera. You know what I mean? Which one do you want? Reddit? One of the Reddit posts?
We have the three.
Yeah, there's three of them.
We have the three. Three Reddit posts. I guess start with the first one because that's the first. The first tweet.
Right.
That's the tweet that was the actual firestorm.
Right. All right. Let me see. Screen share.
And you can pull up. You can pull up Reddit posts, but you can just click on the image because we just need the image.
All right. So, Sammy, are you doing this as a podcast too? Do we need to read this?
Yeah, I'm doing it as a podcast as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read it off real quick. So, Razorfist at Razorfist with 0 says, "I'm Razorfist, and I'm a complete piece of shit. I jerk off to porn while my innocent girlfriend sleeps in the room the next room. Despite criticizing everyone who watches porn online. I can't keep promises I willingly made to her, and I belittle her intelligence when she catches me in lies. Obviously, this is Eve. If you haven't seen me on streams, this incident was why. Now you guys know." So that was the initial.
Yeah. Do you want to explain that, Apex, as you know it, or?
Well, the best I see, like I've followed Razor on YouTube for many years, as I have followed a lot of people that I agree and disagree with because he's somewhat entertaining and somewhat informative, but his shtick has always been cringy as fuck. But I've never actually watched any of his live streams. I had to backlog some of the shit when that came out to kind of get some context. I didn't even know who Eve was, but that brought up some things that you, Scorpio, pointed, some directions you led me in. Which is, yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway,
pull up that next so we can see who Eve is. Pull that up now. I'll explain this to people. What happened was, on the day that tweet came out. And Apex, you're the one that first alerted me.
Right.
That tweet came out, and then Razorfist's Twitter account was deleted. And his YouTube account was deleted. And he had like 300K subs on his YouTube. So people started looking into it. Now Eve is his girlfriend, his living girlfriend. There's a picture of Eve right there. Go ahead and pull that picture up.
It's you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice thick Latina woman. She is
she's
now
cute too.
She's pretty cute. Fist is in his early to mid 30s. He met this woman Eve when she was 17, and he moved him in with her when she was 18. So we already have
some grooming going on there.
Yeah, well, we have some grooming, but we have that huge age difference between these two.
Right.
He's already, in his mid 30s. He's an old dude. He's freaking our age. He's an old dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I can't handle 23-year-olds. Are you fucking kidding me? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and I don't know what the hell he's doing. According to Eve, that's the one that said, "This is Eve," by the way. So she's the one that made that tweet. And she catches Razor flogging a dolphin, and she is pissed, and she makes a tweet, and she takes down his accounts. That's the leading theory. Now, if you pull up that third one, Razorfist gets his accounts back eventually. and he puts out his explanation, which is saying that it wasn't Eve, that he was a victim of a phishing attack, and that he recommends that everybody use two-factor authentication so they don't fall victim as he did. But as his proof, he shows these supposedly texts between Eve and somebody else. But texts can easily be faked.
Screenshots are easily faked. And I'm sorry, dude, but like I have two-factor authentication on most of my shit. I can't delete my fucking Discord when I get drunk and sad because I've enabled I have this dude makes all of his money. I have never made $1 off of the internet. Like it is a place where I shit post and I have fun. It's like my playground as an adult. But I still have two-factor authentication and I don't click on fishy links. And I don't fucking fuck with shit that this doesn't make sense to me. For someone who's been doing what he's done for as long as he's been doing it. I mean, Sam has been doing the same sort of shit, obviously not to scale, but he's been on the internet making content, interacting with people. And Sam, have you ever been phished? Have you ever had your accounts phished from you? Have you ever... I don't understand that, dude.
Usually works that way. I mean,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I've gotten.
I know they.
I mean,
go ahead, Sam.
I mean, I've gotten those sketchy ass emails from Saudi princes, but I've never clicked on them. So I've never actually been phished. No, but
Yeah, and that's usually the form that phishing takes. Usually you'll get a shady email. But the way Razorfist doesn't describe it that way. And the very odd thing is that, okay, so they get all his login information, they get all his passwords, and what do? They just make an embarrassing tweet about him jerking off. They don't find out what porn sites he frequents. They don't, get any of his emails, find out any embarrassing details about his life, get his credit card information, nothing. They just do some embarrassing tweets, and delete his accounts. Now, is that the actions of a fisher or possibly a scorned Latina girlfriend?
That's the thing, man, is like, no matter, you could argue that being fished, you could argue clicking on a fishy link, because especially when I was arguing the other direction just a few seconds ago, that I'm a fucking idiot and I wouldn't do that shit. But when your whole life is online, I could see falling into something. But if someone were out to get you in that sense, and they had enough information to know your girlfriend's name and the kind of shit you tell people to do online or not to do, what you may or may not do online. The only thing that really stood out to me about those initial tweets was the whole quote unquote innocent girlfriend thing, because nobody innocent calls themselves innocent. But I also know some crazy Latina bitches that would do some crazy shit and also, and would be in the right ultimately, but still think they're, more, less in the wrong than they actually are, Not just Latina women, but fucking women.
Well,
I'm talking about.
I was gonna say, I actually think that being fished might be less scary than having to deal with an angry Latina woman.
Tell me about it, dude.
Like you said, Apex, a woman like that is going to call herself innocent no matter what situation might be. So I think it's. I was at the time I was saying it's Occam's razor fist. It was his girlfriend. His girlfriend
was his girlfriend.
There's no conspiracy here. So bottom line, Razorfist is a coomer.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and you know what? He sucks. We knew that from the time the fucking motherfucker joined unauthorized bullshit. You know what I mean? When he fell into that, and he stood, like I said, I've followed Razorfist. I've been subscribed to Razorfist for about as long as I was subscribed to Matt fucking Jarbo, and I unsubscribed from Matt Jarbo a long time ago before the whole fallout with the kill stream happened because he had shit fucking takes and he was a retard. And it was clear clickbait nonsense. Razor, on the other hand, there was some at least value to his content. I didn't watch everything he posted, but if there was a relevant topic, a video game or something political, I actually genuinely kind of appreciated his political takes on most things, or at least respected them because he was right on a lot of things. Even though, but anyway, I found out after the whole unauthorized thing. I didn't even know. I'd followed him on Twitter for as long as I'd been on Twitter. He was one of the first handful that I followed, along with you and Sam and anybody at Milker or anybody else that was on Twitter at the time that I cared to follow. And he fucking shadow. I never added him. I never commented on anything he ever said, but he blocked me because just like Nick Fuentes, at least Ethan Ralph had 2 total interactions with me before he's like, fuck you, faggot, you're on the block list, But Fuentes and Razor, there's all these fucking people. I'm like, why can't I see these tweets? Oh my God, you're somebody related to that person. And I've never even seen you're in my feed, but I'm blocked. And Razor's one of those fucking faggots, Mr. Let's have some discourse. Fuck you, faggot.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I don't understand the blocking thing.
And it also this is like another thing too. All these people who are obsessed with no fap, no sex before marriage, no e-girls, they're always the ones who are, always they're the most degenerates. Is what I've noticed.
And that's another question also was a lot of people were confused if Razorfist had ever taken that position in the past. And I couldn't find a clear answer, but I think what they were saying was that, he presents himself as this conservative guy. He's I don't know. What do you remember?
I'm laughing. I didn't hear a word you just said over the last 25 seconds because Chuck just started a DM with I think you're in it and Semper and Sen as well, but it's a Aunt Jemima logo with Owen's face, and it just caught me off guard. What was the question?
Razorfist, has he ever had a strong no fap position?
No, I've not heard that. That's something else that I that stood out to me.
Oh shit! That is.
Is that not fucking? That got me good. Thank you, Chuck. That got me good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do not recall in all the time I've watched him. And again, it's not like there's very few creators that I've watched over the years that I've watched religiously. But I watched a lot of what he did, and I do not recall anything quite like that. Dude, I think my mouse is fucked. Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm still here at least, but I can't move my mouse. Anyway, yeah, no. No, so that's another thing that I think he's an advocate for not watching it, but I don't think it's not something he's not like an Owen type. He will throw it in like a stop watching porn and stop paying taxes, and we'll throw it in the middle of his nonsensical, or sensical, but just all over the place rants like he likes to do. Yo, legit, my shit's fucking frozen.
We can still hear you.
Can I alt tab? No, I can't. Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna disappear any second. What do you guys see on that little stream? I can't end it. I can't do anything.
Um,
Let me see. What are you talking about? There's. I still see the video. I think they're back to the video.
It went back to the video.
Well, actually, I don't think it's ever changed. I think it's been this way for a while.
Well, it was supposed to be the Reddit post because I pulled up all the Reddit posts all along.
There was the Reddit post. I saw the Reddit post, and then now we're back on the crazy old broad's handwriting. So.
Well, I don't know what's happening here, guys. I might actually have to restart my computer. I mean, you can still hear me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we still have you on the line. Let's go ahead and start wrapping it up because we're going on 2 hours now.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good welcome back show.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. We had what else do we have? We had Fuentes. We had FPAC. I don't think we'll get into that. That's too much already. That's too much.
It's a little too political for this show anyway. Sammy can do that shit on Saturdays.
Well, I wanted
to know what I'm talking about.
The clip we had was actually one of Carl's posts. It was them chanting Yoba or Baked Alaska at FPAC, and it was just kind of funny. But especially since the sitting congressman was there. But yeah, let's get our final thoughts. What's your final thought on everything tonight, Apex? Let's start with you.
Well, I first of all, again, as I said at the top of the show, that thank you for everyone. I'm happy that everyone showed up, and I'm happy anybody even missed us doing this because it's basically just a lowbrow version of what the the Reddit review that you've done so much better, and I love watching. But yeah, so thank you for that, and this new page in the Owen saga is as much as I laugh at it, dude, it's the culmination of everything I was afraid of. It's still on a very small scale is the only thing that, so as far as we know, as far as the general public knows anyway, as far as people are making videos about it. But I think, it just leans me more to the side of thinking there's just more of this down the pipe. Like this is the tide receded, and now the first waves of the tsunami are starting to hit the shore, kind of thing, And there's these first couple of lunatics.
Just wait till the weather warms up. I mean, you're gonna have people coming out of the woodwork. Cat is the what do you call it? The snowball. The snowball getting bigger as it goes downhill. There's gonna be a lot more.
The only thing that I could say might be a deterrent is that these two specifically they seem so out there, and so I mean but then again I'm retarded, but I'm not that crazy, generally speaking. But they sound fucking crazy to me, and even though I try to play devil's advocate with a lot of these kinds of people, having known them personally, not these people personally, but these types of people personally, as I think anybody has to some degree. Yeah. It's like you have to have empathy. You have to try to understand what they're like. They sound fucking crazy, but maybe it's just, maybe they are. They likely are, but it could be something less serious. It could be just a misunderstanding. And again, to answer your question again in a different way, if Owen had any kind of testosterone or balls attached to him, he would, at this point especially, do something to try and help this other human being. She's not tried to hurt him. She's not done any. She is lost, and she's been swayed by his words and his preachings, which is basically what they are and have been for years. He needs to help. He could, and if he did, he would actually gain points. Not only for me, but I think a lot of people that fucking despise him as a person, But that's my final thoughts.
Sam, what are your final thoughts for the evening?
My final thoughts are: I'm glad we've got the gang back together. I'm actually, surprised and yet delighted that people missed us. So I was happy to bring the show.
I think we were all surprised.
the show back.
Yeah, right.
And in regards to the whole Owen thing, I mean, I feel bad. Like everyone, I feel bad for this, woman, and although we like to, well, for Kat at least, and while it's fun to laugh at her, lolcowdom, she needs help herself, and also, as I just commented in the chat, if I have a feeling Razorfist is going to be single very soon, so as Dictator Phil might say, maybe I could give his girlfriend a free chair ride down the line. So,
All right, what say you? Wait, time out. Before you answer that, one final thing for me. Sammy, I don't know who drew that cartoon. I don't want you to say it, but we need another one drawn because it looks like a little sheep with elf ears. But go ahead, Scorp's final thoughts.
No, it was a good one. The time went by pretty fast for this one. We weren't as prepared as we have been in the past, even though we said we were going to be. But no, it's we had something ready, and I just hope everybody enjoyed it. Now, like you said, Sam, I don't. The people were asking for this show to come back, and I didn't think anybody cared.
Yeah, me neither, man.
I'm glad that they do, though.
Yeah, you know what? I'm happy to do it. I'm especially happy to talk to you guys. And the chat, it's always fun to, I mean, I'm here for it, dude.
We're all here. And you guys really are the best audience out there.
Well, thank you, Sam. Me and Scorpio appreciate that. You mean, okay, never mind, sorry.
Well, I mean, you guys
I'm just
are,
kidding. Go ahead.
Awesome
I'm just kidding, dude.
Co-hosts as well. But,
all right.
Saying we're the only people watching. Anyway,
take us out, Sam. Take us out,
Sammy.
Patented outros.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you for tuning into the Gamma Hugbox. If you like this channel in general, please subscribe, and I'll be back with
donate.
Please
give Sam some money.
With the Whitfield report. Donation links are in the description below, and I'll be back for the Whitfield report tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be back for the Hugbox next week. So,
good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and to Gamataria onward, I guess.
Onward.